First off, the pronunciation of statistician is statistician.
Statistician.
Secondly, uh, I read your title. It says here, Rapid Tool in Action as an Informal Dispute Resolution Platform, perceived effectiveness and... Now, using a colon at the beginning part of a research title introduces a supposed theme for a qualitative research. If the research is not a qualitative research or a mixed method, it would be better if you just stated sans the presence of a colon. Now you can do that here. My suggestion is perceived effectiveness and political legitimacy of Rafi-Tulfo in action as an informal dispute resolution platform. So you can get rid of that thing. Because that is good only as an initial representation of a supposed theme for a qualitative research. Second, please get rid of your colons, open and close quotation rather.
Yes, sir.
You can only use an open and close quotation if the sentence might have been borrowed.
Yes.
So my question is this an original or did you lift it from somewhere? Then by all means, get rid of the open and close quotations. So next time that you write one, don't include that. Next one, that's number 2, among others. Number 2, what format did you use? Imradized format or Germanic format? A Germanic format has 5 chapters. An Imrad format has 4 chapters. And for an Imrad, the parts are as follows: introduction, method, results, analysis, and discussion. Now, if you might have used a Germanic format, then you should have included here in the first part the subtitle Problem and its Background if you intended to use the Germanic format. But if you intended to use an Imradized format, then that would put legitimacy to your having used the term introduction. Kaya lang, what did you use? May introduction na, may problem and its background pa. Kaya, ano ba to? Germanic ba to? O Imrad? O hybrid? Wala naman ako nalalaman na libro na nakasulat na pwede mong pagsamahin yung Germanic at Imradized format. Based from the number of your chapters, there are 5 chapters. So it goes without saying that you use the Germanic format. Ergo, delete, erase, get rid of the introduction part and include it in the problem and its background. Ayan na, I'm going slow. Number 4, you placed here number 1. What are the demographic profiles of the respondents? What did you use that for? When I was analyzing the data that you gathered, well, it seems that it doesn't have any use there. Yeah, it would have had a use if you had stated your SOPs like this. Number 1, a question on effectiveness. Number 2, a question on political legitimacy. Number 3, a question that would correlate the perception of effectiveness to the profile. And number 4, yes.
It is actually that's the format that we used in the methodology in the chapter for parties.
Yes, but you should have included that in the statement of the problem. Yeah, whatever it is that will serve as sort of direction for your data analysis will have to be stated in your SOP. For instance, SOP 2. Then, for instance, it should have been SOP 2 first. Pagkatapos, SOP 1, pagkatapos a question on correlating the two, then SOP3, then a question on correlating SOP3 with the profile, which will become SOP5, and then SOP4, which will become SOP6, then you'll have to correlate that as well with the profile. If these things are not really shown on your SOP, then what is this demographic profile for? And okay, so that's number 4. You'll have to do something about it. And at the same time, I'm saying this so that you will learn from it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, if you want present in the SOP that you are correlating any of the variables, then you might as well get rid of your hypothesis if you want to do any correlation. But if you say that you correlated it, and if you want to maintain that, I will be demanding in the SOP a restructuring that will lead to that direction. Tapos, what is this? Units of analysis and sampling. I understand what you're trying to say. Kaya lang mga ihas and iho, when writing a study, you don't invent a brand new part of a study. You will have to follow what is in the research manual as parts that are defined as parts that are accepted in a specific context, and in our context, it is the University of the East. Ha? Ayun ha. Pagkatapos, lastly, what is this pre-test reliability test? This should not have been here. Oh. Kasi meron na kayo nito, tapos meron pa kayo nitong presentation of results. Yung results pang IMRAD. Ang title lang dapat dito ay Presentation, Analysis, and Interpretation of Data. Next, when it comes to the interpretation of data, you placed here the data, the YouTube, the blah, 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 and the blah, blah, blah. I don't see the theoretical framework being used here. You'll have to use your theoretical framework, and I don't see the RRL being used here. Used it according to Genesis 2025. This is the reason behind this is as shown also in a study that was conducted by GAFAR 2023, gamitin ang mga RRL at saka theoretical framework in the analysis of data para hindi sila pampakapalan.
Sir, actually, we have that po, but
Teka, 1 minute na lang ako. Patapusin mo na ako. Tapos, dito sa summary, conclusions, and recommendations, have these organized in numbers. Now, yung statement of that problem number 1, andito nakasummarize yung mga findings nyo tungkol sa SOP1. Tapos, yung SOP2, naka-present pala, naka-enumerate yung mga summary findings nyo sa SOP2. Kaya, the manner in which the SOPs are arranged will have to serve as direction and guide for the arrangement of the summary in the summary of findings, and the conclusion will have to be arranged in the same way as ideas that are parallel to the summary of findings, and the recommendations will have to be arranged in such a way that they are parallel to the conclusion. Tapos lastly, huling-huli na to, promise. Itong theoretical framework, mga ihas, ang presentation ng theoretical framework ay ganito ha, definition, then another paragraph stating how the theory might have been used by other researchers to justify your having used the theory in your research. Then finally, an explanation on how the theory was used in your research. Did you use it as guide for the construction of the SLP? Did you use it as guide for the construction of the data gathering tools? Did you use it as guide for the analysis of data? Yun ang dapat na nandun, ha? Ayan, na-record ko lahat, ha? Sa inyo. I'd like to see that, ha?
Yes.
Oo, sige. So, for the moment, congratulations. Taas loob ko sa inyo. Magagaling pa rin kayo hanggang ngayon. Kaya nga binigyan ko kayo lahat ng line-up 1 nung araw.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Basta ko,